Yo, what is going on, you Slackers? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you the next episode, the next matchup in our potential Newcomer tournament. So real quick, again, I always got to say this in case you're new to the series. I created a tournament of 36 potential characters that we could see playable in the upcoming Super Smash Bros. Some have been deconfirmed, some have been confirmed, and I removed them from the tournament. Except one, and yeah, maybe I'm a little biased, but anyway, basically I upload a matchup from the tournament once per day. The voting will stay open for 1 week, so one 7-day period. So 7 days later, we find out the winner and loser. It is a double elimination tournament, so the character has to lose twice in order to be eliminated from the tournament. And once it's all said and done, we'll figure out, I guess, who the most likely or most popular character for the whole tournament is. I like to think of it voting wise as who the most likely from the Smash community, the fan base, sees as a playable character. So yeah, that'll be fun. So I think yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the whole thing. So let's get into today's results from last Friday. It's Friday, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Friday. So last Friday was game number 35, and here's the little bit of bias I might be talking about. Waluigi, yes, he's an assist trophy. I know. I've tried to explain this. I think he may have a chance. You know, I'm not going to go into it. Let's just show the results, right? So Waluigi against Crash, game 35. Here's the results. Crash Bandicoot destroyed him. Crash Bandicoot destroyed him. 53-18. Oh my goodness. So, you know what? It is what it is, and now that I'm thinking about this, I'm making an audible on the fly. The voting was close, right? 53-18, that's close enough. I'm going to have Waluigi move on anyway because it's my tournament and I can do what I want to. And I'm sorry. No, I'm joking. Wally's gone. He's gone. Crash moves on. Crash Bandicoot moves on. Why is that in parentheses? That shouldn't be. There we go. Crash Bandicoot moves on. I had to do that. I know that maybe it was fun. To me, it was a little bit funny. A little bit funny for me. But yeah, no. Waluigi is done from the tournament, so we don't have to go over that whole deal anymore. So what did he have? 53 votes, I'm pretty sure. And Waluigi only had 18. So Wally's done. Oops. There we go. So there we go. So Crash now moves on to the next round, and he's going to face a big hitter, one of the more likely characters, I'd say, in Gino. That'll be game 43, and that'll be coming up, what, on Monday. Ooh, there we go. That comes up on Monday. That'll be interesting. So let's get into today's game, which is actually another loser bracket. So again, whoever loses this matchup is done from the tournament. We got quite a bit of loser brackets going on, but hey, eventually characters are going to lose. I really want to read some comments about what people say about when I put Waluigi in the win. No, he's done. I promise. You're not going to see his name mentioned in any further matchups. All right, but so let's get into today's matchup, which is game 41, Monster Hunter against Banjo, and this one's tough for me. This one is tough. So let's start off with Banjo. Very third-party character that's spoken a lot about right now. There's a lot of people that want him in, and there's quite a bit of people that think he's not going to be in the initial roster, and I can understand both arguments. But let me just go over a few pros. So he's Banjo Kazooie is one of the most wanted, probably top 5, top 7, top 10 character for sure. That's pretty much on the short list of, you know, maybe the most likely characters to get in. Perhaps maybe DLC makes more sense. But so of course we all know he grew up on the Nintendo 64, big platformer, super popular. Then the whole IP got sold to Microsoft, and they tried to do stuff with it, but it didn't quite work out the way they wanted. I mean, yeah, Banjo Kazooie, nuts and bolts. Who didn't love that game, right? Okay, no, let's not look at that picture. But So yeah, he didn't really work too well when Microsoft tried to first use him. I think, in my opinion, a lot of people, they didn't use him right. He just didn't feel the same. So he's kind of been sitting on the shelf. But when the Smash Ballot came out for Wii U and 3DS, Banjo was getting a lot of support once somebody on Twitter kind of asked Phil Spencer, would you allow Banjo Kazooie in Smash Bros? And this is a common thing. I think a lot of people know this by now. Phil Spencer has given his blessing. Yes, he'll allow Banjo, but he's talking about it publicly, and if they are in the initial roster and he signed an NDA, he can't really talk about it, and there's a whole argument there, but the chances that Banjo could be in Smash Bros. This time around, I think, are pretty good. Maybe the initial base roster might not be the best chance, but at least DLC, I think he's got to be up there. Fans want him. Sakurai's going off with the Smash Ballot. He's a third party, got deep roots, deep history with Nintendo. Fans want him. I think it's time. I know some people are going to say, well, it doesn't really benefit Nintendo to have Banjo Kazooie, and you know what? Maybe it doesn't benefit them too much, but they could maybe work, just work out a deal separately. Yeah, who cares about the terms? Who cares about the terms of how they would get them? Just get them for the fan base. That's what this game is for. This is Smash Ultimate. We want the ultimate roster. Can we get Banjo? It's possible. Microsoft are willing to do it, so let's just hopefully Nintendo and Microsoft can come together in an agreement. Please, I would love this. So many other people would. I want to see it. So let's move on to Banjo's opponent, which is Monster Hunter. Now, Monster Hunter, kind of the same thing over the past number of years, has had a pretty good history with Nintendo, having exclusives on their platform, and just very popular as a game franchise overall. I know Monster Hunter World, right? The one that came out earlier in 2018, like the beginning, that sold extremely well. Yes, it was not on the Switch. I know I don't play Monster Hunter, so I don't know too much about the whole franchise, but I know a little bit. But there's not really the same main occurring character. I don't think. I could be wrong about that. So one argument that's brought up if somebody says Monster Hunter should get a playable character is, which character should it be, though? Who would represent the Monster Hunter franchise? I don't know this person's name, but they're, I think, one of the main characters from Monster Hunter World, if I'm not mistaken. So there's also this lady, this girl. I don't remember her name either, and I just looked it up. I'm blanking on it, but I've also shown off like other iterations from Marvel vs. Capcom. That Monster Hunter, that could be playable. I think it was in the actual thumbnail of the episode today. So that character possibly might be one of the more likely Monster Hunter playable characters, if Monster Hunter does get a playable character. I mean, of course, I got to mention the whole thing with Rathalos being an assist trophy and a boss. And since that happened, and I guess we're assuming it's pretty much like a Monster Hunter stage that's not a playable stage, at least yet it's not. It was at least shown off. Does that mean... Oh, here we go. Here's the picture I was talking. This iteration of Monster Hunter from Marvel vs. Capcom, maybe that would be the one they could go with. Or the one from Monster Hunter World, which might not make too much sense, but... Yeah, well. But this one, it's so tough. If it was not for Rathalos, my vote easily would be for Banjo Kazooie. But I'm really thinking that Monster Hunter's getting a playable rep. Is it something that I'm super stoked about? Not particularly, because, I'm not too invested into the franchise. I'm not attached to it, so you could reveal a Monster Hunter character and I'll be cool. That's fine. I understand where that's coming from, but at the same time, it won't get me hyped as much as a Banjo reveal trailer would. So this one is actually tough. I honestly think, I still think that we're getting Monster Hunter as a playable character in the initial base roster. I still think that's going to happen. So I don't... but I think Banjo has a chance too. This is so tough. This one's tough. You know what? It's a flip of the coin for me because I still think Banjo could have a chance. But right now, the way I'm thinking, I think Banjo might be a better candidate for like one of the first DLC characters, even though we still have yet to really get, no offense to Simon Belmont, but we still have yet to get that like really huge third-party character reveal. Would Monster Hunter fill that slot? I don't think so. I think somebody like a Geno or like Sora from the Kingdom Hearts, or potentially Banjo Kazooie. I think that would do it. Maybe a Crash Bandicoot, something like that would do it. And since we still don't have that reveal, this one is so tough for me. You know what? The flip of the coin. I think, my honest opinion, this video is probably going longer than it should. Again, I gotta start to cut back on this. Okay, my vote is for. I think Monster Hunter has a better chance for the initial base game. If this was based off DLC, I'd vote Banjo. I'm gonna go Monster Hunter. Maybe I'm probably alone on this, so it is what it is. I think Monster Hunter will have a playable character in the initial base roster of the game, so therefore I vote Monster Hunter. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment. This is going too long. I'm going to wrap it up right here. So yeah, who you got? Monster Hunter, Banjo Kazooie. Let me know. And we'll find out next Friday who wins this one. So it should be a good one. And I guess that is all I got for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed as usual. Is this a tough matchup for you as well as it is for me? This one is so weird. I should have planned this out a little bit better, you know, a little bit in advance. But whatever. So let me know who you got down in the comments. And hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.